Hi class. Today we're learning about moon salutations. So these complement the sun salutations that we learned last week. And I got the camera hopefully just right to be able to fit these into the screen. Okay. So these are done sideways on the mat. And again, we start with leading with the left side, and then we'll lead with the right side. So I'm going to show you. So I start in the center of the mat. Put our hands together and feet are next to one another. Inhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lean to the left side. Inhale, up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale the arms wide and step your feet wide. Okay, so we're going to bend the elbows. And this pose is challenging. It's kind of a balancing pose. So put your heels in. You're going to try to stand on one plane if possible. Okay, from there, we turn our left foot outward. So here we're going through a series of standing poses. Several of these will look familiar to you if you've seen yoga done or pictures of yoga. So make sure that you have a straight line from your left heel to the center of your right foot. And we're going to do triangle pose first, or trikonasana. So we're going to bend and look up at the right hand. So this can be done in this position or a modification. And I like to just go through all the modifications because they stretch your body a little bit differently. So we put our elbow on the knee as one modification. Actually looking forward here, trying to make your body on one plane. So your hip is rotated outward. Fingertips up toward the ceiling. And if this is easy, you can add a variation where you reach through. And not sure if I'm going to go off the screen here, but you can tilt forward. Yep, I'll move back. To put your hand on the ground. You reach up. Then we're moving into warrior two. This is a strong pose. Again, careful not to put your knee over your ankle. It should be right over it, but not in front of it. So you don't want to strain your knee. Turn the thumb up, reaching back, looking up. It's called the exalted warrior. And then we're going to do a inverted triangle. So with your right arm up, and notice my front leg is straight, but try not to collapse into the knee. Keep your knee strong. We're going to reach to the outside of the left foot, twist to look up. If you can get your elbow on the bent knee and put your palms together, that's another variation. And sometimes, I can't do it now, but sometimes you can reach your hand through. And then we're going to put both of our hands alongside our front foot. I've heard this called pyramid pose. Some people do this with blocks along both sides of their foot so that your back can extend comfortably. You can also put both hands on the shin or the upper leg, wherever is comfortable. And if you can reach the floor, you can hang your head down. And then from here, tip forward into warrior three. And I dragged my foot back so that I stayed on the screen, but you don't want to be shifting on the mat. Just tip forward from the spot that you were at. So warrior three is like this. Put your leg up. You can bring your arms back or forward. And then drop the right knee down to the mat and bring both arms up. Now in this position, shoulders should be down and back, and hips facing forward, weight evenly distributed between the two sides. And then we're going to switch, do all the same stuff on the other side. And I start kind of going in reverse order. So I'll start in this position and work backwards. And you'll see at some point I switch back to triangle and do that series together. I'll show you. So here we start like this. Exhale the arms down. Go back into pyramid pose. Now in this position, your back foot is at a diagonal angle. So your front foot's like this, your back foot is diagonal. Heel still making a line to the center of that back foot. So pyramid pose again can be up high on the leg, on the shin, or down on the ground. Hang body down. You can go up into warrior 3 here. And then I'm going to repeat those poses we did. I'm starting with triangle, so back to that series. Now notice I shifted my left foot to face forward, checking the line between your right ankle, your right heel, the center of your left foot, and we'll drop a right hand down, look forward, rotate your body outward, pretend that you're flat as a piece of paper. You're on a single plane, like flat against the wall, imagine. The variation, arm on the knee. If you can't reach the floor, this is what you should be doing, just arm on the knee, opening up. If that's super easy for you and you can reach under and grab the other arm, go ahead and do that. And then see if I can do this without going off the screen, kind of, okay. So the hand should be right in front of that foot. And then we're going into warrior 2, gazing over the front fingertips, arms in line with one another, over the legs. Turn the thumb up and keep your eye on your thumb. Reaching back to exalted warrior. Now we'll do inverted triangle. Reaching to the outside of your right foot, twisting to look up. Bend the right knee, palms together, resting on the elbow. If you can reach under, you can grab the arm. Don't strain, though. Showing an example of listening to your body. Some of these things I used to be able to do after having 3 kids. My last one was a year ago. I'm not as flexible, so I'm being patient here. So, and then we go back to arms bent, knees bent, and move your heels in. Imagine again, you're on one plane, flat as a piece of paper. This is an interesting balancing pose because you're wobbling this way instead of side to side. Then back to center. Sometimes I like to add a little balancing up onto my toes and down. Exhale to the right side. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Inhale up, exhale the arms down. And those are moon salutations. So I'm making these short little videos for you of each sequence that we're introducing in class. But I encourage you each week to put all the videos together, or if you've memorized any of those things, put the practices together. I'm introducing you the things that I do in order of my practice. Used to be daily practice, now much less daily than it used to be. But preparatory movement, sun salutations, moon salutations, and then I'll be showing you the other poses that I would usually incorporate into a full practice. So enjoy and let me know how you're doing.